So hello my dear students, and I welcome you all to the last episode of your Merchant of Venice Act 3 Scene 2. Today we'll be finishing our Merchant of Venice Act 3 Scene 2, and at the end of the scene I'll be giving you a few important questions related to the scene. Now, in this particular episode we'll find Portia suggesting Bassanio to get married immediately. We'll find Bassanio taking the amount of money and rushing towards Venice in order to save his dear friend Antonio. So, let's begin. Jessica. When I was with him, I have heard him swear to Tubal and to cuss his countrymen that he would rather have Antonio's flesh than 20 times the value of the sum that he did owe him. And I know, my lord, if law, authority, and power deny not, it will go hard with poor Antonio. So here we see Jessica showing her true character by revealing the secret of her father and trying to save Antonio's life somehow. Okay, so she says, when I was with him referred to as Shylock. Correct? So when Jessica was with Shylock, she had heard Shylock swear to Tubal and to curse his fellow Jew, got it? Countrymen is referred to as fellow Jews, that he would have Antonio's flesh and he would not even accept the 20 times value of the sum, that is 3,000 ducats that he had lent. He would not even accept 20 times more value than that. Got it? So, I know, my lord, if law, authority, and power deny not, you can underline deny not, and right do not prevent it, it will go hard with poor Antonio. You can underline go hard with poor Antonio, and you can write bad case or difficult or unpleasant. Done? So what Jessica is telling here? She's telling here that if my lord referred to as this Bassanio, correct? She says that if law, authority, and power do not deny him, it will go very hard and unpleasant with Antonio. The consequences would be very bad. Bassanio, the dearest friend to me, the kindest man, the best conditioned and unwearied spirit, in doing courtesies, and one in whom the ancient Roman honor more appears than any that draws breath in Italy. Portia, what sum owes he the Jew? Bassanio, for me 3,000 ducats. So when Portia asks Bassanio that really your dear friend is in trouble, so Bassanio replies by saying, the dearest friend to me means he's a person who is very close to my heart, the kindest man, kindest, humble man on the earth, the best conditioned and unwearied spirit. He is a good-natured person and an untiring spirit, in doing courtesies, and one in whom the ancient Roman honor more appears than any that draws breath in Italy. So what Bassanio says here? Bassanio says that he is known for his acts of kindness. He can bet his life in order to save his dear friends. This is why here the ancient Roman honor has been referred. Ancient Roman honor is a reference to the loyalty that people have for friends, countrymen, and their nation. Got it? So here Bassanio is compared to a Roman honor who is loyal to his friends and country. Got it? And he displays such kind of loyalty more than anyone else who lives in Italy. Then Portia asks, What sum owes he the Jew? Portia wants to inquire about the amount that Antonio needs to pay Shylock. Got it? He referred to as Antonio, Jew referred to as Shylock. Then Bassanio gives the reply, for me 3,000 ducats, means on my behalf he has taken 3,000 ducats. Portia, what? No more? Pay him 6,000 and deface the bond. Double 6,000 and then treble that, before a friend of this description shall lose a hair through Bassanio's fault. First go with me to church and call me wife, and then away to Venice to your friend. For never shall you lie by Portia's side with an unquiet soul. So after listening to Bassanio, Portia replies, what no more? It means, what? Is that all that Antonio needs to pay to Shylock? Then she says, pay him 6,000 and destroy the promise to pay. That means deface the bond or cancel the bond. Then she says, double 6,000 and then triple that, make it 3 times there, before a friend referred to as Antonio, of this description, of such height and good value, loses even a hair because of Bassanio. Correct? So Portia shows her kind nature and she says double 6,000 and then treble that, before a person like Antonio, who is also Bassanio's friend and he is of such humble description, loses a hair also because of Bassanio. Then she gives a condition here. First, come with me to the church and call me wife. Call me wife signifies complete our marriage ceremony. Got it? And then leave for Venice. See, and then away to Venice, underline and write, leave for Venice to your friend referred to as Antonio. Got it? So Portia says, first finish our marriage ceremony, let us call each other husband and wife, and then quickly leave away to save your friend in Venice. For never shall you lie by Portia's side with an unquiet soul. What Portia says? She says that you shall never stay by my side with an uneasy or distracted mind. This shows the concern that Portia had for Bassanio. You shall have gold to pay the petty debt 20 times over. When it is paid, bring your true friend along. My maid Nerissa and myself meantime will live as maids and widows. Come away, for you shall hence upon your wedding day bid your friends welcome, show a merry cheer. Since you are dear bought, I will love you dear, but let me hear the letter of your friend. So Portia says, you shall have gold to pay the petty debt 20 times over. Correct? So you will have gold to pay the entire debt more than 20 times. Correct? When it is paid, bring your true friend back with you. That means when it is paid, bring your dear friend Antonio along with you. Till then, my maid Nerissa and myself meantime will live as maids and widows. So what she says, I and Nerissa in the meantime will live as unmarried women and widows. Got it? So come away, for you shall hence upon your wedding day. What she says, come, let's go, because you shall go away on your wedding day. Bid your friends welcome, show a merry cheer. Since you are dear bought, I will love you dear, but let me hear the letter of your friend. So what Portia is telling here, Bid your friends welcome. Show a happy face. Merry cheers, bright and happy face. Since you are dear bought, this generally comes for line explanation. You need to write here that since Antonio has paid for you so dearly. Got it? You can even make a note like, since you have cost your friend Antonio so dear a price, I shall hold you equally dear in my estimation. Got it? So Portia will hold Bassanio and Antonio equally in her estimation. Okay, so but let me hear the letter of your friend. Now she says, I want to listen to the contents of the letter. Now let us analyze the contents of the letter that Antonio has sent to Bassanio. Now, sweet Bassanio, my ships have all miscarried. My creditors grow cruel. My estate is very low. So, what Antonio has said here? Antonio has said here in his letter that, my dear Bassanio, my ships have all miscarried. That means my ships that went out for portly sail have all failed and been lost. That means my ships have sunk. My creditors grow cruel. My estate is very low. My creditors are growing cruel day by day. They are becoming cruel, and my funds, my means, my wealth is very low. Next, my bond to the Jew is forfeit, and since in paying it, it is impossible I should live. That means my bond to the Jew referred to as Shylock, is forfeit. It has been forfeited. The time's up. And since in paying it referred to as penalty. Now I have to pay the penalty for it. And remember what was the penalty? It was a pound of flesh that Antonio had to pay. Therefore he says, it is impossible I should live. Now there are very less chance for me to live. All debts are cleared between you and I. He says that whatever debts were there between you and me are cancelled. If I might but see you at my death. Only if I see you will be at my death. Notwithstanding, use your pleasure. If your love do not persuade you to come, let not my letter. See the depth, how he has reflected here by saying, anyways, enjoy yourself, use your pleasure. It means do as you please. The last two lines, if your love do not persuade you, he says, if your friendship, if your love, the bond of friendship that we have shared together for so many years does not persuade you to come here, please pay no attention to my letter. Got it? So students, the ugly reality of Shylock's revenge plot as well as Bassanio's debt to Antonio disrupts the idyllic love scene somewhere. Now, for the first time, everyone, including Bassanio, seems to process the harsh reality of the revenge plot. If we analyze Jessica's speech implies that Shylock is consumed by the desire for revenge. Talking about Antonio's letter next, Antonio's letter shows the depth and the feelings that he carries for Bassanio. Now, his desire to meet Bassanio for the last time implies that Bassanio was his dearest friend. Moreover, the tone of Antonio in that particular letter sounds more like a lover rather than a friend. Portia, oh love, dispatch all business and be gone. So Portia says, immediately finish all your work and leave for Venice. Bassanio, since I have your good leave to go away, I will make haste. But till I come again, no bed shall ever be guilty of my stay, nor rest be interposer twixt us twain. So what Bassanio is telling here? Bassanio is telling here, since I have your kind permission to leave, I will hurry up and leave for Venice. See the last three lines. Till I come again, no bed shall ever be guilty of my stay. Bassanio says that till I come back again, I will not sleep, and rest will not keep us two apart. It means here Bassanio says that since Portia is so noble and self-sacrificing as to allow him to leave her on the wedding day itself, so he will also make some self-sacrifice, and therefore he says he will not be guilty of taking comfortable rest in bed as long as he is away from her. And he also says that no rest will refresh him in the interval before he returns, and anything cannot come in between Bassanio and Portia and separate them apart. So students, that's all from your Merchant of Venice Act 3 Scene 2. I hope that you people have understood the scene well. Please refer to the other videos for more details. Moreover, I'll be giving you a few important questions at the end of this video. Now, next I'll be uploading a video on the poem The Cold Within by James Patrick Kinney. So stay tuned and keep learning.